Hello, it's Stephanie with Coffee Paper Scissors. I'm going to be working on making some bookmark tassels. We're just going to do one in this video because it's probably going to take me a while. I've been trying to get the beginnings of journals put together. I've put, like edge fabrics, and I put the pages in, but I haven't really created anything to go in them. These ones are Wonder Books, and they are definitely more difficult to work with than a little golden book. Oh my goodness. I'm not sure where I got these. They're pretty cute, but so hard to work with in comparison to little golden books. So we're going to make a tassel for this one. It's going to be, like I said, a bookmark tassel instead of a spine tassel. And I was thinking also for somebody who maybe they're not a journal maker and they're just looking for like stocking stuffer ideas, I think they would be fun to make for stocking stuffers. Instead of using, well, if you don't have things like cardstock, you could use cut up cereal boxes, and I would do like 3 layers. And then as far as tassels stuff, a lot of times I use fabrics torn, but this time I'm using ribbon and just a few little odds and ends. And so then we're just going to do, I haven't made a tassel in so long, you guys. I actually had to go back and look at one of my videos on how I put this together the last time. I've made a few of the bookmark tassels, but I haven't made one in so long. So yeah, I had to do a little refresher course for myself. I'm going to try and just, get right after it so that it doesn't take too long for us. Let's see, what color do I want? So these aren't like really traditional colors for Christmas because it's blue on the front. And so I tried to add a little blue and then, some of the traditional colors. I have a little strand of these. I think I'll put that in last. So hopefully it kind of hangs out on top. Let's see, what do I want next? We'll do green, another red, another blue. Yeah, sometimes, I don't know, if you're somebody who makes journals, do you ever have to go back and look at one of your videos to see how you made something? That kind of thing happens to me more often these days than it used to. I don't know why. Let's see, we'll do that way, and then we'll do this right on the top. And then once I get it, oopsie, I forgot one. Once we get it all together, I'll go back and trim my edges to make it look nice. Okay, is that everything I wanted? I think so. And then I'm gonna tie it with this. So, okay, so for a bookmark journal, we want to have enough hanging out of the top that we would be able to glue it in. So we want quite a bit here, and you'll understand what I mean here in a second. We'll just pick that up and slide it under. We want roughly the middle, and we're going to just take it and tie a couple knots in it. How about not too tight? We'll not do it too tight. So I want this to be less fluffy and more kind of hangy than a lot of the ones I make, and that's why I didn't do the fabric. I think I'm going to do fabric on the other one. And then we'll just kind of have to shape it. Okay, so this I'm not going to worry about right now. I need another piece to go around to make our tassel. And how long do I want it? I don't know. maybe a foot and 3 inches maybe. That looks like about a foot and 3 inches to me. What would that be, 16 inches? No, that would be 15 inches. Okay. And so you just want to take and make your little I don't know, top of your tassel, wherever you want it. Cute, it's fine, it's good. Okay, and then we're just gonna do, well, no, yes, we're gonna do a knot. I'm gonna do a knot, and then I'm gonna tie it, if I can get it going. I'm keeping it tight with my fingers under there, and my fingers are getting in the way. Okay, and then I'm gonna take it and like spin it around a couple times. That's good that way, and then the other direction. Let's see, I think that's, yeah, that's good. All right. Okay, and then I think I'll be able to manage it. Thinking here. I want to put a ring. I'm gonna be adding some chain here. So I want to add that jump ring there. Tie it in a couple of more knots. All right, and make sure it's where I can get it open. I think what I'm gonna do here is get one of my bookbinding needles and kind of thread that back through and under so that they're not sticking out funny. Let's see, but where do I want it? I want it just up underneath this one. So I can just grab hold of it with my needle and pull it through like that. That way it hangs down straight. There's a really big hole there, but my eyes don't work like they used to. I've been thinking about that a lot lately. As I'm sitting here working, I realize I need a light, extra light. I've got 2 lamps, and then I have my overhead light. If I don't have my 2 lamps on, I can't see as well. And it makes me remember when I was a kid and my mom would, you know, she would say, don't you need a light on? Or I can't see, it's too dark in here. And I remember thinking, well, that's weird, you know, because I could see just fine with, you know, darkness and stuff like that. Okay, so we're gonna add, I think that's probably good. We're gonna add some chain because I have the cutest, I want them to be the same length. I have the cutest little, okay, Stephanie, buttons. They're little cowboy boots. A friend of mine gave them to me a long time ago, and I remember thinking, what am I going to use this on? Let's see. And then, sure enough, a project comes along. I don't know. I got this chain at a thrift store, so I don't know. I imagine it's from Hobby Lobby or something like that. Metal Gallery, yeah, I think that's Hobby Lobby. And I don't know if they still have it or not, but that's where I got mine. I have to find the center again. Did I not get the center? There it is. Okay. Okay. I'm hoping. Okay, check these out. They're so cute. They have little rhinestones in them. Really cute. I'm hoping, I added some jump rings on the back already. I'm hoping they lay well. I also have some bells to add because, you know, it's Christmas. And I would have done it before, but I didn't quite know the spacing, you know, I didn't know how it would need to be. Actually, I think I might hang this one from this jump ring up here just to give it a little something more. Come on. Yeah, that's good. And then I'll hang the other one right kind of down from it. I have 2 of those to put on. Did I get the right side? Yeah. Let's see. I'll put that one there. Cute. And now I don't know, hopefully those aren't too low because I have, well, I guess I don't have to put them on. All right, this one back here it's a little difficult. So it's a button and its shank or whatever you call that thing is pretty fat. And so I had a hard time even just getting this thing on, but I thought maybe it was better to try and put it on off camera. Let's see. Okay, I'll just hang that one. Nope, maybe not. I know that you can't see that part very well, but get that out of my way. Okay, I hope this works. This is what I was unsure about, how it hangs. I just don't know if it's going to look right. Well, I mean, kind of not. I wonder if there's something I can do. I can put some other kind of glue back there, like an E6000, to hold it in place maybe. Maybe I will do that. I have one more bell to hang off the bottom. It's a giant one. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do something about that. That's what I was afraid, that it wouldn't hang properly. I wonder, okay, maybe if I don't have it on a jump ring, I'm going to try that. Okay, then the only thing is I've got to open up one of these and try and get it on there. It's not going to be easy. I think it needs to be one of the bigger ones. Well, it is better because it hangs sideways like that. Okay, that worked. Yay! Okay. Let's see. Unfortunately, they both hang the same direction. I had hoped there was a right and a left, but there isn't. The other one I'm going to put way up high. Let me get this one off. I can't even, oh, there it is. It's like seamless almost. Oh, come on, Stephanie. Okay, I think I'll go right here. Nice, Tim. I shouldn't have let go of that. My husband made a noise as he walked by my craft room. I don't know if you heard that or not, so I apologize if you did. I'll just say that. Okay. And the last little one here. I have some other things that I'm going to be adding to the bottom. I think maybe we'll shape it a little bit before I trim, or I will trim in order to shape it, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Okay. I just missed it entirely. Oh, goodness. Okay. Okay, those are cute. I like them. Okay, so let's do some trimming. I like to cut the bottoms at an angle. And I didn't do it when I was cutting them originally, just because I didn't know how long they were going to need to be, if you get what I'm saying. I was going to need to trim them one way or the other, so I figured I would just do it with you guys. It's not very many more. One's already angled a little bit, but we'll fix it. Is that all of them? Nope. I just saw one. Okay. That's good. And then we can just kind of see if we don't like the length that one of them is hanging. And we can always pull and even something out if we want. Okay, I like that. now for these. These are going to be a little bit, I think, I don't know, cumbersome, if that's the word. This is a gold rope that I found in one of my ribbon sets, and it had tape on it to hold it together, and I'm like, oh great, so it's going to come apart if I use it just as is. So I was trying to figure out what to do. And so I have these gigantic beads that one of my YouTube friends gave me quite a while ago. It was Jovi at Creating with Jovi. And so thank you, Jovi. And so I thought that would work perfect. So what I'm going to do is there's tape on the bottoms of all of them. And then all of a sudden, then there it is. It's going to come apart. So I thought what I would do is put hot glue, run hot glue like this, and then run the bead right over the hot glue, and it'll like hold it right in place, I hope. I want to, you know, clean that hot glue off, but I'm pretty sure that the hot glue is then like inside and it'll hold it. And so then I have more little silver, like silver and gold. I think those are cute. That one's kind of long though, so let me see which side that's coming from. Oh no, that's gonna have to be that long. Okay, so let's do the next one. Actually, maybe I'll do the rest of these because I showed you what I was doing. I'll do the rest of these and then I'll come back and show you the next step. All right, so I've gotten all of those little things on there and it hangs really cute, I think. And then I added one up here as well. I think I'm going to put just a little bit of hot glue just to keep it kind of from rattling around, I guess. And then, so I have 3 pieces. This one's a little bit thicker piece. I had to use my bookbinding needle again. So it's cardstock with some really cute scrapbook paper on it. I'm just burnishing down my sewing so that the glue sticks better, or it's flatter, so it just kind of goes on better. And lots of glue so it doesn't come apart. Lining up my edges as best as I can. Oopsie. Got a little glue on the front. Okay, and so now we're going to add the tassel. We're just going to glue it. We're going to sandwich it in here. Trying to get my edges to stick down. Now, if you had a front and a back, mine are going to be the same on both sides. But if you have a front and a back, you want to make sure that, to me, it would look better with your front and the front of your tassel. That, to me, but it doesn't make a difference for what I'm doing here. Okay, so we're going to take it and we're going to, I don't know, I think we're going to leave about maybe an inch of space. for the tassel to just kind of hang freely. Maybe a very generous inch. I don't know. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do, so that there's room for it to move no matter where it's hanging. So maybe just a little bit farther, so that if it's in the center of the book, then it still has room to like hang over the front of the book if that's what you want to do. I hope that makes sense. And then you want it in the center. And I'm going to start by just holding these out of the way, and I'll put some glue down and I'll let them flip back over. Get any extra so that it's not lumpy. And then put a little here. And then we're going to glue it down. And I think I'll put a little bit of Fabri-Tac down. Since it's all stuck now, it'll stay put while the Fabri-Tac dries. Okay. Just about done here. It's nice and thick, so it shouldn't bend or anything like that. Once it's dry, it slightly bends. It's, not wood or anything, but it's nice and thick, so should be pretty sturdy. If you're doing it with, so if you make a a book, if you have a book that you want to use something like this in that isn't very thick, then maybe it would be best to not have so much space right here, because it would hang maybe too far, but my journal is pretty fat. Trying to get those edges down. Okay, so let's see how it looks. So if it's somewhere in the center here, holding our spot, so it can just kind of lay. And so now, if I made this part here too short, it wouldn't be able to hang over the edge. It'd be kind of sticking up, if you see what I'm saying. If that was too short, it would be doing that. So I made it long enough that it can hang over the edge, or it can hang over here. Cute, and it has a nice Christmas jingle to it. Alrighty. So I'm going to make the other one on my own, and I guess I'll just show that one when I show a flip through of both of the journals. I hope you like it and are inspired to maybe make some yourself. They are kind of fun. Thanks for watching. We'll see you soon. Bye.